We are chatting today with Korey Miller from 1820 Productions. They recently completed a 30-second spot for Texas Veterans Land Board, an organization that helps veterans with buying and improving homes. As always, 1820 pulled off more than their share of production tricks for this one. Let's find out more about it. Well, hi, Korey.
Hi, Patty. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to talk to you today.
Well, tell us about this new spot, Enhancing Lives. What was its purpose?
So the purpose of this spot was to inform viewers and veterans what the Texas Veterans Land Board can offer them in terms of services after they have left their military posting or where they've been stationed.
And who brought this spot to you guys?
So this spot came from an agency called ProScaler. I've worked with them quite a bit in the past. They are an incredibly generous organization. I love working with them because they do something that is very uncommon. They call and they say, Korey, we want you as a director to help collaborate and really drive this idea from the front end. So often I get boards and scripts, and I don't always get the opportunity to give my full vision to it, but this is an agency that loves that, welcomes that, and it makes really for a great partnership.
And where did you guys shoot this?
We scouted a lot of locations, but I ended up settling on Southside Studios in Dallas, in downtown Dallas. It was formerly a warehouse, and it has now been turned into sound stages. But I didn't look at the sound stages as the perfect spot. I saw the exterior as this warm, welcoming, inviting place that was just waiting to be transformed into a military base.
It looks like a military base.
I worked actually with a new art director that I had not worked with before. I looked at his body of work and thought, he is the perfect team member. His name's Chad Yarrow for this, because he had done some military things in the past and had a lot of access to vehicles. So one of the things that we started with is I shared, hey, Chad, I really want to make sure that this is authentic and that it comes across as real. So we brought in real military vehicles. We talked to a lot of veterans and military personnel to make sure that everything from the vehicles to the netting that you see in the background is actually authentic and what is currently being used.
Well, it definitely looked authentic, but I must say that what I call the money shot, I kept looking and looking at the quick change. The actor switches his wardrobe completely. It was seamless. Can you share some tricks on how you did that?
It's funny that you bring that up because, people that we've showed the spot to that have seen it always think that it's visual effects. And I have to tell you, there are no visual effects in this spot. I've always loved like Buster Keaton films, David Copperfield, and all these types of magicians that have cheetah-like reflexes. So I thought, I want to bring some of that to the screen. So I ended up reaching out to a bunch of magicians. None of them would tell me their secrets, but I ended up finding one gentleman that agreed to share just maybe some ways I could pull this off. And so he gave me just enough information that led me to create a way that I knew I could get this to work.
Well, can you share a little bit more than that? How did you do it?
We ended up doing a series of magnets. We took the uniform and we deconstructed it, and each element of the uniform is held on by magnets. And then subsequent to that, we ran wiring through the uniform so you can't see it at any moment when we're walking through the frame. And then I have a team of people literally pulling each of those components at the right time. And that is what creates this illusion that he literally walks out of his uniform and walks into the next chapter of his life.
Well, it was seamless. It was spectacular. So what other challenges did you have in this production?
Some of the other challenges that I faced were particularly in the kitchen set. That was very, very difficult to pull off because you'll notice in the spot very subtly, the countertops roll in, the refrigerator glides in, we see the oven move, we see shelves start to pop in, the light comes down from the ceiling. Getting that timing to work was critical to the success of the spot. So how we made that work is I had, grips and team members behind the set pulling all on radios at the exact moment that we needed in order for all of this to match and work harmoniously.
Well, I'm sure the client was very happy.
To say the least, the client was ecstatic. They were all on set. It's always fun when you get to the end shot and you got it and you hear this uproar from Video Village. So, it's one of the reasons why I love doing my job. I love hearing that cacophony of sounds coming from Video Village, and that you've just done your job successfully, and hopefully you'll get to live another day to do it again.
Well, magic or not, you pulled some rabbits out of the hat. It's a beautiful spot. Thank you so much for sharing the details, Korey.
Thank you for having me, Patty. Now I shall disappear.